not get addicted.
Well,
Can't say the same about food, I guess, but
I'm with you there.
yeah. But it's hard getting old and having, the fibro. It's like I can't really go work out in the gym and stuff. Sometimes I have
Yeah.
trouble just walking around for long
Yeah.
periods of time.
Oh, that
The
sucks.
tours get to me sometimes.
They're talking, but I can't understand what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes they interject when we're having conversations, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything about these spirits. There's definitely a woman and a man.
Yeah.
Could be Olivia.
Could be.
Are you here, Olivia? I hope my cologne's not objectionable to you.
When she spoke, did she? What was that voice saying?
Would you recognize her voice?
Yeah. And that one that came through, it had a little bit of her sound to it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
This is why I like this, because if you use an app, assuming you believe they work, the voice will not be like the person's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I know what you're talking about, and that.
Yeah, because they
I
have
hate
pre-programmed voices, and
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
get a lot of either, well, some of them with the radios, you'll get like radio voices. On here, I don't seem to get very much radio voices.
Yeah.
Unless I'm by a tower or something.
You don't.
But I just keep the antenna down. It seems to be fine. However, I've tried removing it because some people in the past suggested that, and then you get nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So there's still something to it.
Mm-hmm.
It needs they need something.
Yeah.
But I very rarely pull it up at all.
Who's the person that's in the hallway? Are you in the hallway right now?
That's like a kid.
Yeah. Is there a child
It's like
here?
she said no. Very soft no. Is there a girl here? I don't know what that was. Is there a little girl here? I have a teddy bear over here on the other end of the sofa if you want to play with him.
Who's in the hallway?
I know sometimes I've had them say they don't like the light, like from the phones and stuff.
Do you remember we heard that? No lights or something?
Yeah,
Remember
I've
we
heard
were
that
doing
many
the
times.
Camera? Remember when we were out at Dyer Lane?
Oh yeah.
Remember and it said no lights or no.
Mhm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
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 I had one demonic home in Modesto where a couple of my deaf friends were there, and it kept saying on their app, no camera.
Yes.
And I think we actually heard it on the Spirit Box at one point too. They didn't want you videoing.
I could have swore it was like no camera or no lights. We heard something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll even have them say, "Are you videoing?"
Yeah.
Or "ghost hunting" or something like that. They'll make comments.
Maybe they don't. Yeah, they don't.
Or the other night, I did one at home, and I was having problems, and the woman said something about making a connection or something about connection. So
Yeah.
she was commenting on that.
Yeah. Is there anybody here?
Okay. So, this was the same night that I took the photo that something was in the car.
Yeah.
Here's another
Child
photo of nothing in the mirror.
Yeah, I think you showed me that.
Yeah, and then
And you
this-
hadn't moved.
and then look. Were you able to see that?
What is it? Oh yeah, the red thing in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
It does look like a demonic face.
Yeah, that was creepy.
I mean, my normal assumption would be it's a red stop sign behind you.
See, there was
But
no
there's
stop
none.
signs.
But there was no stop
cars
sign.
going by, no lights.
On this road, you go down it, and then it jogs like sideways across the middle, and then it continues on. It does a 40, at 90,
Have you ever
90.
heard of Dyer Lane?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's out in
DYER?
Yeah. Where was that? Where's Dyer Lane? It's out in Alberta.
Yeah, North Sacramento.
Was there a history to it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots. When I was a kid, my mom used to take me down that street. We called it the Scary Road.
Oh.
And
So it's
there's
kind of
like-
like, what is it in Stockton, the 8 Mile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the KKK used to be out there.
Oh, really?
Burning crosses. They
Really?
Witches
Oh, yeah.
out
I-
there.
Witches?
Oh yeah, like people doing like.
And that's verifiable? Because that's...
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody knows about it.
Wow.
Yeah, that road's creepy.
So that
And
would have been how early in time? Like 20s, 30s, 40s? What?
That would have been like, well, when I was a kid, that was like 70s, 80s.
80s.
That
Yeah.
recent?
I watched the cross burning.
KKK and witches. They
Oh,
were doing
yeah.
that in
I
the
watched the
80s?
cross
Oh,
burning
yes.
a block and a half away from my
We
house.
lived
There
in
was
Rio
a
Linda,
second
and
black
it was
family that
extremely racist
moved
there.
into the town.
We had no black
And
people.
as soon
Wow.
as they moved in, boy, they had a
Yes.
big rally in
When
front
they
of the
started
place.
busing them
I don't
from
know
like
if I
North
saw something on the
Sisters
phone
Heights, we
here.
had like riots at our school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had.
We had a really racist.
Very
I'm getting the
racist
chills
town.
right now. I'm not sure
Me
why.
too. I have been.
Are you getting them
Look,
too?
Yeah, I'm covered in them.
Do you not like us talking about that? Does that
Yeah,
bother
something
you?
just changed. I don't know. The atmosphere just changed for some reason.
Well, you remember what I had told you?
Ooh, is that a spider?
Where?
Oh, that's something in a fish tank,
Oh,
huh?
that's our
Yeah, the
frogs.
frogs.
Oh, it looked like a
You
spider.
scared me. I hate
I was like, that's
spiders.
a huge spider.
No, they're aquatic frogs.
They're little frogs. They're my daughters.
No, I feel like there's a negative male presence here right now. I don't know.
So me and Gunny, when we first moved in, we're sitting right there, and I fell asleep, and Gunny woke me up growling at something coming close to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we first moved in, though, I was outside, and this was the starting of all of it. I was standing outside.
This freak.
I
this screwed her up.
turned that way, and there's a shadow right next to our window, almost like it was like looking into the window.
This one?
Yeah, from outside. And Gunny freaked out, but I swear
Nighttime?
it was nighttime, and all of a sudden it was like a burst of energy came in, like hit me. And it was like, and me and Gunny were both like in shock for like a little bit, just totally freaked out by what had just happened. But yeah, I came outside, and it happened to be right there by the window, and it's like it seen me and came at me, and then everything.
It came in from outside?
She was
I was
outside.
outside.
Oh, you were
I went
outside.
outside by that window.
You went to check it out.
And it was standing by the window.
Oh,
whatever.
I wouldn't have gone out there.
Like a mist or whatever, and it came at me so hard.
Yeah.
And me and Gunny started, he was like growling, and then we both were like in shock for a minute of what had just happened.
Hmm.
If you're here long enough, you'll hear something in the hallway there. There's something in the hallway.
Yeah, I just felt like something was in the hallway.
I thought I seen like a hand one time come out of the corner over there of the hallway, like a weird shadow.
I push you? I don't know. What did you say? Have you ever been pushed before?
I don't think so. But
I wouldn't have gone out there just because I don't know. You wouldn't know if it was a real person out there.
Well, no,
That would be my
I
concern.
didn't know anything was out there.
Oh, you
I had
didn't?
no idea. No, I just was like, me and Gunny was outside.
I thought you said you saw it through the window.
No, like it was standing by the window outside, and it was standing by the window right there.
Oh.
Yeah, and so it was like a mist by the window.
And that was at 3 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and that was like
Ooh,
at 3
that-
o'clock. Yeah,
That's a bad time.
and it was like it was staring into our window from
Really?
outside, looking in at us. Yeah, it was freaking
And you said
creepy.
you often wake up
I
around
always
2
wake
or
up
3
2
or 3? Is it usually
Yep.
3?
It's usually always 2 or 3.
Do you go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time?
Yep.
What time do you go to bed?
We go to bed at 9:30 every night, and we wake up at 6:50 every morning.
Well, you guys get a lot of sleep.
Well, we have the girls; they have to go
Yeah.
to school, but I'm not sleeping, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
I'm
still
the only
strange
one
to wake
awake.
up at the same time, but if you have the same pattern, it's hard to say.
Yeah, yeah,
If it were sporadic sleeping times and you're waking up around 3 a.m., that would.
yeah.
Definitely
no, we
be
have the
odd.
Same one.
But there's so many people I've talked to that have demonic problems. They always wake up around 3 a.m.
Yeah.
They have nightmares. They see something
Oh my
around
God,
3
I have
a.m.
so
It's
many
like
nightmares.
there's something about that 3 a.m.
Yeah, I agree.
And I do believe it's a mocking of either the Trinity of Christ, God,
Yeah.
or the time that he died. Some people debate which
I
one
got
it
a
is.
scratch too, like right here. Me and Michael were at
But
that
you gotta
slaughterhouse.
you gotta understand how the scratch happened. Okay?
Yeah.
Did you send me a picture? Was that you that was scratched?
This is a different one. This is when we went to the
Yeah,
slaughterhouse.
we I think
Oh,
we
you
sent
sent
him.
it?
Yeah.
It was like 3. I don't know if it was your back.
Yeah.
But
It was like
It
right
was the top
here.
of her butt.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
a bud.
but
Okay.
I had to go pee really bad, and I went pee, and I think something scratched me whenever.
Because there was no marks on her pants or anything.
Oh, I heard some piano there.
Yeah, I heard it too.
You know, we weren't like jumping fences and you know.
No.
No, nothing.
this was that Hell's Gate?
Yeah, that was Hell's Gate.
Yeah.
Really?
At the slaughterhouse. Yeah, that's where I
So
went.
you actually were able to identify where the slaughterhouse was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Oh
we went
yeah,
to
you
it.
can.
Because I heard that slaughterhouse was just like a dairy.
No, it's for real. It's a
Really?
slaughterhouse.
You can like inside there's all these different augers, these steel augers. You can
Yeah.
tell where they process the meat,
Yeah.
and then it
Oh,
dropped
really?
down
It's
into a
creepy.
big long auger and would pump it out into this big tank.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was.
So did you go out to the Black Diamond Mines and
We
Rose
did. We went out there, and we went up to the
Cemetery?
the cemetery, which was a freaking hike up there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's why I
But
haven't
we
gone.
But we
That's
want
a
to
hike.
camp out there. Like we want to see.
Yeah,
because they said they
we
let
wanna
people
camp out
camp
Do
there.
they
sometimes.
really?
Yeah.
I'm
And we want
surprised.
to camp because we want to.
They'll let you camp by the cemetery?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
And we want to because we want to see this witch lady.
There's no
that
way
they-
till
Yeah.
it warms up
And there's a
bit.
story of 2 of them, but I think it's the same woman that they're describing. As, what do you call it? Where they give birth or help give birth?
What was her name? Sarah Norton.
Sarah Norton.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I
And there was a
think so.
town, Nortonville, near
Yeah,
there too.
well, I guess that woman was a teacher, and all the kids started dying, and they could have been dying from a tuberculosis or
Yeah,
something.
but
They started
they
dying.
pinned it all on her.
They said she was a witch. They ended up hanging her right in the town.
Oh, I heard that she helped women give birth and that she fell out of a
No, she got hung
wagon.
there. They even said it. Like they had the whole
Huh.
thing.
I don't
Yeah, it
know.
was creepy though.
Maybe there's 2 different people or 2 different stories. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I haven't heard the one you just told me. But you do have to kind of question, whether it's an urban legend or not.
Right.
Even 8 Mile, I think 8 Mile might be urban legend.
Her ex-husband used to do downhill mountain biking, and he'd go out there all the time.
Hmm.
And I guess him and one other guy saw something out there, and it scared
Out where?
living daylights at the Black Diamond Mines.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy. Well, you like me. Even with the noise and the bright lights, it doesn't bother you, huh? Yeah, you're good, doggy. You look like you eat pretty good too.
He does. So the thing is, we got our neighbor here that is always bringing us over pastries and food.
Oh,
and crap that
really?
he makes. He does it all the time. He's a sweet guy.
That's cool.
But my dog will